You did it, right? So.
But I have 42 years experience in plumbing and
I mean,
and running cameras for the last 15 too.
Gotcha.
So it's just I use a lot of tricks that I tie a piece of string to it or a piece of wire to the camera, and I'll yank on it while I'm pushing it in to jump over obstructions a lot of times where guys, they're baffled when they see me do it. What are you doing? I'm doing it.
It's a jig, don't worry.
Yeah. Okay, we're recording. You ready?
So you don't need the hose. I'm going to take it back.
No,
Okay.
I'm good. Sorry.
No.
I was able to get it that other way. It's okay.
Look at me. I'm just pulling it for
It's okay. We're good. Okay.
I just sit behind you and listen to what you're doing.
We're at 1301 West Oak Street, Burbank, California, 91506, performing a video sewer inspection through the 4-inch main line cleanout on the east side of the house out to the city sewer. And we're in the city sewer right now. As you see, the water is flowing in the city sewer. This is the connection, and this is a very important connection because if it's bad, it gets costly to try and replace out in the street. I think what you may have is you may have one joint out here this bad that needs to be repaired possibly. We'll see right now though. Okay, so this is the connection to the city sewer. We're pulling back and we're coming uphill. We're coming uphill now, and that joint looks to be in good condition. And I'll show you what a good joint looks like here. It's kind of hard to see in the turn, but right there, that joint's pretty smooth. You see a little bit of the face of the pipe on this side, so it means it's not perfectly lined up, just shifted a little bit, but that's not bad at all. That's nothing to be concerned about. And that's still in the street, which belongs to you as well. That's your responsibility. This is the more expensive part of the sewer, is the 6-inch.
Is that another joint?
That's another joint. That joint is lined up perfectly. There's no root intrusions there. There's no breaks. That looks to be in really good condition. That one too. That's the 6-inch. Another 6-inch joint. Got a little bit of debris right there, just paper. Now we're coming back to a joint. We have a little bit of roots right here. Okay, we have some roots right here, and this is in the street. Little tiny bit of an offset shift. Nothing major. That can be hydrojetted, and you hydrojet that about once every 3 to 4 years, that area, and put some root retardant down there, Root X, about once every year, once every 2 years. Probably won't have to mess with that. At least this joint right here.
Yeah.
Not in bad shape. That's pretty minor overall. Now we're coming to the bad spot.
What about these dimples?
Because I can
looks
feel
like
it.
It looks like it's starting to get rougher.
No.
No?
It won't get rougher. That's just some buildup.
Okay.
That's all it is. If you hydrojet this, it's going to come out clean. This is vitreous clay, just like pottery.
Gotcha.
So if you clean this, you're scrubbing it, just like rubbing it with a cloth or whatever.
Yeah.
All that's going to come out of there.
Okay.
That's just buildup, which is very normal. No big deal. We're coming back to a bad spot, which I think is right back by us now. I can feel it coming back. It's getting hard to pull. So there's our.
This is where he gave up?
Yeah. That's the area right here where we have a whole lot of roots, and see, you only have a little tiny hole up there for this camera to get by. You have a lot more roots right in here.
Are you marking this to see?
Not yet. I'm going to.
So this is going to more than likely be the parkway, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can still get through. I can push through it. You're not going to be able to see that much until we get some water on the camera again. There we go. What I'm going to do now is, I'm not too much worried. I can mark this too if you want. We'll mark this one spot, and then we'll mark the real bad spot. And I'm pretty sure the bad spot's going to be in the parkway.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to shut the Okay, we're going to pull back. We pull back to the heavy root intruded area, and we're going to go ahead and mark this area out.
Is that recording your voice?
Yes. This one should be about the middle way. Foot 1 inches deep here. Foot 1 inches deep, and we have roots. Probably gonna have kids pulling it out, but
What's that?
you'll probably have kids pulling it out, but
Yeah.
at least for now. Okay. Okay, we marked this area at it's 5 foot 1 inches deep. We have major root intrusion right at the curve area. And this is in the city line. We're not back on the property yet. We're going to pull back, and we got more roots right in the parkway. A lot of debris to that point. I believe that's still in the parkway. We're going to just take a look at this real quick and locate it.
Okay, thank you. Traffic. Yeah, everybody. I've got friends on the road. Everybody.
Oh, no.
You got plenty.
So you're still right here.
Okay. That was only 2 feet up.
Yeah, that's still 5 foot 2. So that one. And you just have a whole lot of debris in there right now
Yeah.
because it can't get past the roots.
Yeah.
Holding it.
Backed up.
The worst area is right here. Okay.
That far or all the way?
Well, the major area that we have so far is right here,
Okay.
between these two flags.
Yeah.
We have one more very small root intrusion right here. Okay, now I'm going to pull back, see what the rest of the joints look like. The next joint looks to be in pretty good condition. Right here, a little bit of an offset to it where it's shifted. It's not perfectly flush anymore, just shifted a little bit. Nothing major. No major root intrusion in there. Here we have another root intrusion. See if we can see the joint. It's just really hard to see sometimes with the roots covering it up. It's probably right in there. So this thing. Back here again. Okay, so we're going to get back to the bulk of it. We'll pull back to the other side of it, which is right in that joint.
That's probably a joint, right? Where everything's coming in?
Yeah. So we'll mark this one now, which I believe is probably,
Under this.
it's right in the sidewalk area. Okay, so we'll do that.
So far, what you're seeing, you think you can cut that out with a tool, or is that like
I think if we hydrojetted it, I think if you hydrojetted it and you put some root retardant in here, more than likely you're going to be okay.
But every 5 years you need a hydrojet?
Just all depends how fast the roots grow, but it doesn't look like it's really broken. It looks like it just wasn't maintained with minor roots.
So is it disjointed right here though, under this grass?
Well, we'll see. I'm not
Okay.
there yet. I'm right here right now.
Okay.
So this is where our next spot is right here. And we're 4'11", right there.
Okay.
I don't want to mark this
Yeah.
unless you want me to. I'll come back more if this is our last joint.
No, it's just right in the center of
Right in the
the
center.
seam.
Yeah, and it's in line
In
with
line
the
with
light.
those.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If the flags were on, it's
Yeah.
in line with the light.
I mean, if you want, I could put a tiny little spot of paint if you want.
It's alright.
That stuff comes off
Oh, does
after
it?
about 2-3
You
rains.
can put
Or
a little bit on.
you want it? Yeah, I mean, if
And you
you
might want to do it where the flags are too. Is that helpful for you?
get sure,
Okay.
you get 2-3 rains and this stuff,
Like,
that stuff will come right off.
just in case.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yeah, stuff comes off pretty easy. I started using this because I was using the other stuff that I had to scrub off and
You
get
had
off.
to come
of it.
back.
The
Yeah,
city
that is
wanted
your
it off,
follow-up
and
job,
I was marking up all over the street.
yeah.
Okay.
It's like your signature.
Yeah, no.
You could use a pretty color.
Exactly.
Yeah. Michelangelo's been here, right?
Well, I have those.
Yeah.
I have red. I have blue.
Yeah. There you go. See, you got to live up to your name, man.
Okay. Yeah.
He paints the floor, not the ceiling.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're pulling back some more. So we have those root intruded joints. That joint's got a little tiny bit of offset to it. And we do have some roots at the top of it. As you can see, they're coming in at the top.
At the top of the screen.
Yeah. They're coming in at the top of the joint.
And that's probably why it's offset slightly?
Yeah, well, probably just more the joint is offset because of earth movement. Earth movement and time. You gotta figure, how old is the house, Mary? This is back in the 40s? Okay.
Yeah, 40.
So that's 77 years old.
Yeah.
It's been in there a long time. We've had several earthquakes. It's going to bounce and move around a little bit, but it's still not terrible. It's not terrible. Now we're transitioning. Here's your clay. This is where your clay ends. Now we're coming back from that spot to cast iron. It transitions right there to cast iron. You can see the roughness of the pipe.
Yeah.
And we're coming up, and then we have a major offset right there. That's one bad area. The whole face of the pipe, that thing shifted.
Okay. So maybe that elbow.
That's what he was mentioning.
I'm sure that this is right here, probably where my gloves are. I'll move my gloves.
So your machine is picking up the end of your hose.
It's picking up my camera, correct.
Yeah.
My camera puts out 512 hertz.
Gotcha.
It picks it up. And I'm 5 foot 2 inches deep right there. 5 foot 2 inches here. Okay, so it's cast iron to clay.
Drinking water.
Huh?
I'm gonna go get my drinking water.
Oh, I'm good, thank you.
You sure?
Yeah, no,
You do that.
If you guys want cold water, I have ice cold water in the truck. Want a bottle? Mary?
Mary, you want ice
Want
cold
some ice cold water?
Bottle?
Sure. Should be ice cold still. You want a bottle? I I got a whole bunch of them.
I'm good, thank you.
Sure? I got 18.
I'm perfect.
Oh, that's too funny.
I got all kinds of
What
stuff.
else you got?
Pro-
Just kidding.
propel water? Propel?
No,
No adult beverages, right?
I carry everything. I carry.
What do you got in there?
No Jack Daniels. No Jack Daniels. Oh,
Okay.
sorry. We're still recording. Okay. Just water in the truck.
Yeah, totally.
That's all my wife lets me carry. Okay, so now we have that offset from the cast iron to the clay. Coming back, there's another piece of clay. And then we're going to transition back to ABS plastic. The clean out is ABS plastic right here. We've got ABS plastic. The ABS plastic. I may be wrong. It may be ABS plastic to cast iron. And we have the offset right there. It does look like it. And then we're pulling back up out of the clean out. And this is an ABS plastic clean out. And we're going to pause for a moment. Just take a look around the property for a moment. We have concluded our video sewer inspection.